wrong?
Do you have anything? Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No. What am I being arrested for? Can I be read my rights?
Yeah, one second. And you were identified as the one who was shooting.
I never shot.
Broward County Sheriff's Office.
There's nowhere in the world you didn't hear us knocking at that door.
Okay. Why didn't you guys come to the door?
Why didn't you come to the door?
So, Jesse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you under arrest, okay? Because right now, I believe that you're impaired and you were behind the wheel of a motor vehicle getting ready to go get him, okay?
A routine traffic stop begins due to a car's window tint. The officer questions whether the driver has been previously stopped for this issue. The driver's response indicates confusion and a hint of frustration, acknowledging her awareness of the tint's legality. Just watch how this situation escalates next. Strap in, because things are about to get a lot more interesting.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Just conducting a traffic stop because of the tint, okay?
Okay.
Have you ever been pulled over for the tint before?
No, but she has. This is her vehicle.
I've already gotten a ticket. I already gotten a ticket for my tint because it was, I bought the car like this was used. So I'm going to remove the tint and at my court date hopefully later.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you back your insurance and that. I'll just run this. Do you have any issues with your license or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay, where are you headed to?
To take her to work and then go pick my husband up from work.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Jennifer Turner.
Jennifer? Alrighty.
You won't believe what happens next. A critical moment unfolds as an officer instructs the passenger, identified as the mistress in the love triangle, to step out of the car. Tensions rise as she questions why she is being asked to step out, prompting a brief discussion about her rights and the reasons for the police's actions. The tension is about to rise even further. Stay tuned, it's just heating up.
Hey, Miss Percy, can you jump out for me, please? Stand back there.
What's wrong?
Do you have anything? Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No. What am I being arrested for? Can I be read my rights?
Yeah, one second. Just wait 2 seconds.
Hold on to your seats. This is where it gets spicy. The officer reveals the reason for the investigation: a shooting incident at an apartment complex. The suspect, present at the scene, is identified as possibly involved. The gravity of the situation escalates as the officer mentions the ongoing full investigation and supporting video evidence. The following part reveals even more about the case. You'll want to stick around for the next part.
Basically, there was
21's got one, 10's
shooting apartment complex, and you were identified as the one who was shooting.
I never shot.
Well, that's beyond me. They've done a full investigation. They've been investigating it every day. So that you want your phone? Just making sure. Give it to your mom?
Yeah, can I talk to my mom real quick and just answer? Mom, can you just answer the phone for any jail calls, okay? When 386-888 calls, answer and tell who your phone is, okay?
This part is crucial. Keep watching. Discussion about the legal process follows, with the officer explaining the bond amount and addressing further procedural questions. This offers a glimpse into the procedural norms and the suspect's imminent legal challenges. The emotional impact is just around the corner.
She will have a bond. I believe it's $2,500.
I have a question. Do you know the shooting, where the shooting was?
They do. The exact and on the report. Right?
Was it outside my apartment?
I mean, I wasn't there, so
If so, I'm pissed.
I don't know the exact details.
She's telling me to call her.
She's just the registered owner of the vehicle, so.
Yeah, she's my daughter. I'm her mom.
Things are about to get even more emotional. Emotions peak as the suspect's mother is involved in a heartfelt conversation. The suspect expresses confusion and distress about the allegations against her. This moment underscores the personal impact of the legal entanglements on the suspect and her family. Watch how the complexity unfolds next. Next up, more twists.
Mom, get done.
Okay, listen. I don't know what's going on. I love you. Your baby loves you. He will be fine.
I need you to stay on
Okay. I am. Okay.
Thank you. David.
Okay.
Call him.
Things are about to get even more tangled. A revelation comes to light about the ownership of the vehicle and the legalities concerning firearms possession. This discussion illuminates the complexities and responsibilities tied to vehicle ownership and carrying weapons, pertinent to the case's context. The plot thickens in the next clip. Buckle up. The roller coaster isn't over yet.
To anybody recently about this incident?
I didn't know she was involved, but the other night there was a shooting over by our area, and that's why I said, was it around my house? Because they didn't know who did it.
Are you registered on that vehicle?
No, she is.
Is just want to make sure the firearm's supposed to be in the trunk of the vehicle.
I would be pissed if
Well,
so. I
that's
hate
why
guns.
Did you catch that detail? The police discussed the logistics of their pursuit and observation of the suspect's movements. This part of the conversation highlights the officers' efforts to piece together the suspect's actions and their implications for the investigation. The next part reveals a shocking confession, and believe me, you haven't heard the half of it yet.
Saw him?
No, did he saw it?
We both. He drove right past us. He keyed up on tack. I'm trying to think how it got past me because it hit.
Do a U-turn? Or it came out?
It hit the Ridgewood, and I was right there. You saw me. He drove right past me.
That's weird.
This confession changes everything. The suspect admits to firing a gun but claims it was in self-defense. She asserts that her action was a response to feeling threatened, not an intent to harm, adding a layer of complexity to the case regarding self-defense laws and the justification of her actions. Keep watching. The aftermath is coming up next, and just when you think it can't get any crazier, just wait.
You give them their IDs and stuff?
Yeah, are they? We're not looking through the car or anything?
She said she gave the gun back to her sugar daddy. And she just told me that she didn't shoot at the girl, she shot up in the air. She was scared the girl was going to beat the shit out of her.
Can you believe this chaos? Neighbors report hearing a woman screaming for help at the top of her lungs, like a horror movie gone real. This triggers a swift and urgent response from the authorities, who rush to the scene with body cameras rolling. This early snapshot sets a grim tone for what's unfolding. Stay tuned, because it just ramps up from here.
2459 up there, we all heard this girl screaming bloody murder, help me.
Troubling body camera footage foreshadows the murder of 33-year-old Kyla Arce when first responders are called to her home just 1 month before her boyfriend allegedly killed her.
What's your first name?
Kyla.
Spell it for me.
K-Y-L-A-A-R-C-E.
Whoa, K-Y-L-A.
Things start to get really dicey here. We meet Paul Henry DiGiacinto, the 32-year-old boyfriend of Kyla, who's later pinned as the alleged evil man who eliminated her. The incident is said to have occurred at his parents' place, adding layers of family drama to the mix. As the plot thickens, you won't believe what happens next in this tangled web.
Authorities say this man, 32-year-old Paul Henry DiGiacinto, shot and killed Arce at his parents' home in Coral Springs, Florida. Officials say DiGiacinto also tried to kill his father, attempting to shoot him and smother him with a pillow.
All right, grab your popcorn because the tension is palpable. As police arrive post-murder, DiGiacinto isn't coming out without a fight, leading to a nail-biting standoff. This tense showdown lasts over an hour, displaying the serious grit of our law enforcement. The chilling discovery that follows will make your spine tingle.
When officials arrived on the scene, DiGiacinto refused to come out of his parents' house. After more than an hour, the standoff ended when DiGiacinto was taken into custody. Once they entered the home, investigators found Arce in the living room. She was pronounced dead on the scene. Officials say DiGiacinto shot and killed her.
You'll be scratching your head at this one. Flashback to a month prior, when deputies were called to the couple's shared home after neighbors reported hearing terrifying screams. This glimpse into the past reveals a disturbing pattern of behavior and throws major red flags about the safety within those walls. Up next, see how the authorities handled it at the moment.
More than a month before all this, deputies were called to the townhouse Arce and DiGiacinto shared in nearby Pompano Beach.
The woman screamed, "Help me, bloody murder," basically.
I opened the door
and opened the door and then she got back in, closed the door, and you hear tons of stuff screaming.
Knocking around. Sounds like there's a struggle going on inside,
There's a
basically.
big struggle going on.
Over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Broward County Sheriff's deputies responded to the townhouse on September 17th after multiple neighbors reported disturbing screams coming from the couple's home.
The guy just left. He came out of there. I took a picture of his car. Oh, he left? Driving out. Yeah, no, I took a picture of his license plate. He drove away.
And the plot thickens. Deputies are at the door, knocking persistently to check on the couple's well-being. Despite their repeated efforts, there's no answer, which cranks up the mystery and concern about what's really happening inside. The reaction from the neighbors adds even more intrigue to the story.
First responders on the scene make their way to the couple's door and begin knocking.
Broward County Sheriff's Office.
With multiple sheriff's deputies on the scene, these same moments are caught on body camera recordings from different angles.
Broward County Sheriff's Office.
From the horse's mouth, listen to this. A neighbor shares their fears about DiGiacinto, indicating his intimidating behavior has the whole block on edge. This community insight adds a whole new layer to the ongoing domestic saga. What the deputies do next is critical and a bit of a shocker.
Do you hear it's still in your apartment or not?
You're at the door, so open it up. I can hear you at the door.
Open the door, it's the sheriff's office.
All right, due to exigent circumstances, we're 10-4. Due to exigent circumstances, if we have to go ahead and break the door down or get someone with the key to open the door, we will. We just need to find out if everybody's okay.
Things are about to get real. Law enforcement decides they've had enough waiting around. After repeated failed attempts to get a response, deputies make the bold move to break down the door to ensure everyone's safety. This decisive action is driven by concern for the occupants inside. The revelation inside is nothing short of dramatic.
As the knocking continues, a neighbor can be heard, telling sheriff's deputies he's scared of the man inside.
That guy, he scares the shit out of me. Do you hear it's still in your apartment or not?
You're at the door, so open it up.
Every day.
I can hear you at the door.
Open the door, it's the sheriff's office.
After about 10 minutes of banging on the door, sheriff's deputies plan to break it down.
Exigent circumstances. Somebody yelling in there. They said they heard this and that.
Have you heard anything since you got here?
Yeah, they come up to the door and they kind of, you can hear it. You can hear them pressing up against. They're probably looking at you right now.
Talk about a dramatic entrance. After the door is finally breached, both Kyla and DiGiacinto emerge from the garage, looking bewildered and caught off guard. The deputies don't hold back, confronting them about their lack of response and highlighting the seriousness of the situation. But wait, the aftermath reveals even more twists.
It's only after the front door is broken down that both Arce and DiGiacinto come out of their garage.
Dispatch, make note that they basically was inside the house. Once they saw it breached, they came out the garage door.
Immediately, deputies call them out, saying there's no way they didn't hear their 10 minutes worth of knocking.
There's no way in the world you didn't hear us knocking at that door.
Throw the keys down. Throw the keys down.
You got any guns, knives, weapons, anything on you we need to know about? Nothing at all?
At all.
Okay.
Why didn't you guys come to the door?
Why didn't you come to the door?
The final kicker in this wild ride. The video wraps up by noting that just 36 days after these recorded incidents, DiGiacinto allegedly took Kyla's life. He now faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and resisting arrest with violence. This last note links back to the severe legal repercussions stemming from the tragic events captured on body cam. And believe it or not, the case only deepens from here as it unfolds in court.
Just 36 days after this video was recorded, DiGiacinto allegedly shot and killed Arce. He now faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and resisting arrest with violence. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Can you believe this is just the start? A man is approached by law enforcement as there have been concerns reported about his safety. Officers check on him to ensure he is okay. Just wait, it gets more intriguing.
What's up? Some people had called and they said that they saw you walking. They were just concerned that you were going to get his. Everything all right?
Yeah, I was supposed to be waiting for my wife to come pick me up.
26.
And I have freaking asthma and I can't breathe. And she lives down by that store, so I had to walk.
I'll be out with that mail just north of 9562. 9562.
At the store. She lives down there.
What's your wife's name?
Jesse Stevens.
Okay. You guys are married?
No, we're engaged.
Okay. And she's supposed to be coming to pick you up?
She said that I've been calling her, called her 30 times. She was answering, so I was...
Here's where the tension starts to build. The man reveals he and his wife had an argument, leading him to walk away. He expresses frustration over his wife not picking him up despite multiple calls. Keep watching. What happens next is startling.
Where are you coming from?
Me and her got into an argument.
Okay.
And no one hit each other or nothing like that. We just got into an argument, and I took off walking down here. And she said she's gonna come and get me.
You want me to call you a squad to come check you out?
I want her to get here.
I'll tell you what, how about I call one, they can come check you out. If you don't want to go to the hospital, you don't have to, but at least they can check your vitals, make sure you're good to go. If they need to give you a breathing treatment or something like that, they can maybe take you to the hospital or they can give you a breathing treatment.
Things take a slight pause here for a sponsored message. The scene shifts to a sponsored message from Morgan & Morgan, emphasizing the support they offer through modernized legal processes accessible via phone. But stick around, the drama resumes shortly.
Okay, we want to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this body cam video. I mean, I think it's pretty clear from the body cams that we cover that it's not always safe out there. When you're hurt, it can be confusing. It can be scary. You don't really know where to turn. Well, Morgan & Morgan is actually the largest injury law firm in America. they're going to make it super easy for you. They have completely modernized the process because you submit claim, you sign contracts, you upload documents, you talk to your whole legal team all on your phone. That's it.
Did you see that coming? The officer discusses the situation with the man's wife, who appears to be in distress and struggling with the vehicle. She denies being under the influence of any substances. What follows might catch you off guard.
Don't fall over me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
So I have Marcel in my car. Somebody called in. They were afraid he was walking down 638. They were afraid he was going to get hit.
Yeah, I couldn't get this thing to start. I was trying to come and get him.
Okay. Why couldn't you get it to start?
I don't know. It's a piece of crap.
Is he allowed to be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't breathe.
You're good, man.
Are you okay?
I offered to get him a squad. He said he thinks he's having an asthma attack.
Oh.
Notice the tension here? The wife exhibits signs of distress and disorientation, leading to further suspicion of her condition. She insists on her sobriety, despite visible stumbling and incoherent speech. You won't believe what happens next.
Come here. It's okay. Breathe. Damn, I'm taking you. This thing is a piece of crap. Oh, I bit my tongue.
Jesse, have you had anything to drink today?
No.
You been doing any drugs or anything like that?
No, I can tell you she hasn't. We just got into an argument.
No.
Okay, because ever since you stepped out of the car, you've been stumbling. You're slurring your words.
Arguing, sir.
So.
Oh, no. I'm not on anything. No.
No.
Do me a favor, look up. Okay.
Watch how the plot thickens. The officer decides to conduct field sobriety tests based on the wife's behavior and physical symptoms indicating potential impairment. The outcome will leave you hanging.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer you to do some field sobriety tests.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to participate in them?
Sure.
Okay. Because right now, I'm not too sure you should be driving. Okay.
Okay.
Just based on what I'm seeing. Sir, if you want to stand off to the side and watch, that's fine. If you want to just go inside or do whatever. Here, man.
Please have it.
You drop this.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's 2468, man. I bit this out of my tongue.
Things are heating up now. During the field sobriety tests, the wife struggles with balance and coordination, leading the officer to suspect impairment further. The conclusion of this test is a must-see.
Okay. All right, Jesse. Now what I want you to do, go ahead and turn around again. What I want you to do, put your feet together like you had them, hands down at your sides. When I tell you to begin, I'm going to have you lean your head back like this, gently close your eyes, and when you think that 30 seconds has passed, I want you to lean your head up, open your eyes, and say stop, okay? So when I say begin, just lean your head back, gently close your eyes, and when you think 30 seconds has passed, I want you to lean your head up, open your eyes, and say stop.
You can feel the climax approaching. The wife fails the sobriety tests, and the officer places her under arrest for impaired control of a vehicle. She is informed about the reasons for her arrest based on her performance during the tests. The next part adds even more to the story.
So, Jesse, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place you under arrest, okay? Because right now, I believe that you're impaired and you were behind the wheel of a motor vehicle getting ready to go get him, okay?
So what does that mean, sir?
I can get 2 fingers in there, okay? So just leave your hands together like that, palms facing each other. This means she's going to go to the jail with me. Okay.
This moment is pivotal. A search is conducted to ensure no dangerous items are on the wife before she is placed in the police vehicle. The discussion continues about the logistical details of her arrest. The tension doesn't stop here. What's next is critical.
Do you have anything on you that I need to be worried about?
No.
Okay. I'm just going to check your pocket here. I'm going to use the back of my hand to check your front pockets. Just car keys. Okay. Go ahead and have a seat for me. Do you want the car keys left here?
Well, I don't really know. I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, they're on you, so I'm just going to leave them with you then, okay? Watch your leg. Marcel, here's the deal.
Here's where external factors come into play. The officer discusses the situation with the homeowner, confirming that the wife was not supposed to drive and was likely under the influence, further justifying the charges. The discussion about Marcel's fate is just around the corner.
I mean, he's a control freak. He won't even get a job because he tends to be away from her. He wants to have her right under his thumb where he can watch every move she makes.
Okay.
And, yeah, I know that she might have smoked some weed. I don't know. But,
well, she's got some white powder residue in her nose too, so.
Oh gosh.
I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I have to inquire a little bit further about that.
So why are you taking her in?
Because she was behind the wheel. She said she was getting ready to leave to go pick him up. She had the keys in the car, so it's going to be a physical control. It's similar to an OVI.
Can you feel the stakes rising? The officer and the homeowner discuss the arrangements for the man, Marcel, who needs to find a place to stay as he is unwelcome at the home due to past issues. The developments that follow will surely grab your attention.
I don't know where you're going to go
I can call
or
for somebody.
where you can go.
Okay, I'll call for my brother to come pick me up.
I mean, there's a park right here. You're more than welcome to walk to the park and hang out there.
I don't know where all my stuff is, so I can make sure if it's here, she can maybe bring it to me whenever she gets out or whatever happens.
I'm okay with that. You can come back here. Right here in her pocket. Does he want them left?
Yes, that's in her pocket. They'll be up there.
As we near the end, the intensity doesn't wane. Final arrangements are made for Marcel to collect his belongings and ensure he leaves the property, with law enforcement available to oversee the process if necessary. Don't go anywhere. The wrap-up is revealing.
But he wants to make sure that you know you're not supposed to be here unless he says so.
Okay.
So
this is his, by the way. I'm going to leave it on the porch. This is not mine.
okay. Can you check and see who that mail's on paper with? Give them a 19. See what they want us to do. So I go knock on the door, no answer. Door flies open on the suburb. And she's like, "Hey, sir. What's going on, Jesse?" She's like, "I was just getting ready to go pick Marcel up." Like, slurring her words bad.
We're reaching a critical juncture. The officer prepares to transport the wife to the station, speculating about the presence of drugs based on her physical symptoms and the residue observed. The final pieces of this complex puzzle are about to fall into place.
Jesse, are you on paper?
No.
You're not? Okay. Didn't you just get out of prison not too long ago, or did you?
About 9 months ago.
You just did all your time?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming up. I didn't really know. I didn't know what I had at first. They started talking. I was just like, just send me somebody else because I thought I was going to have more of an issue. Yeah. Thank you, Robin.
Buckle up for this one. The body cam video captures the immediate aftermath of a jaw-droppingly violent crime in Wisconsin. Morgan Lund, a 22-year-old woman, is shown having stabbed her ex-boyfriend 19 times while he was asleep. The scene is pure chaos and completely blood-stained, painting a stark picture of the attack's severity. You'll want to keep watching because the drama escalates from here.
Body cam video shows the aftermath of a bloody crime scene at the home of a Wisconsin woman who's now in prison for stabbing her ex-boyfriend more than a dozen times with a pair of scissors. Morgan Lund was sentenced in November for stabbing her ex and the father of her child 19 times while he was sleeping on the couch.
Prepare for goosebumps. Officers arrive at the scene to find the victim sprawled on the couch, visibly in distress and begging for help. Nearby stands Morgan, shockingly covered in blood, contributing to the horrifying visual of the crime scene. The urgency and tension fill the air as officers scramble to piece together what happened. Hold tight. Morgan's next words are a doozy.
Officers arrive to the scene to find the victim lying on the couch begging for help as Morgan stands near him covered in blood.
All right, is it just the three of you? Okay. The ambulance is downstairs.
The officer then pulls Morgan to the side to get more information from her as the victim continues pleading for help.
Have you got shoes or something you can...
No, they're downstairs.
Okay.
You might not believe your ears here. During a critical exchange with the police, Morgan appears deeply confused and extremely distressed. She struggles to communicate coherently, repeatedly mentioning that she thought she saw something or someone during the attack. Her emotional turmoil is heartbreakingly evident as she attempts to explain her bewildering actions. Next up, we dive deeper into her troubled mind.
Oh my God. What is your name?
Morgan Lund.
It's unclear when, but during this time, emergency crews seemingly tend to Morgan's ex-boyfriend's injuries. Morgan can be seen visibly distraught while begging the officer to let her speak with her father.
Morgan, can you tell me a little bit more about...
No.
No? And why is that? Do you feel...
No.
Why are you saying no? I don't understand what you're reacting to right now.
This part is straight out of a thriller. Morgan tells the officer that she launched the attack under the belief that she was confronting a black blob or some mysterious figure. She recounts her experiences as though they were vivid hallucinations, hinting at severe mental health issues. Brace yourself. Her brother's insights add even more layers to this tragic tale.
And you what?
I finally fell asleep and I was seeing all these weird things.
But you don't remember coming back out, but you do remember seeing something.
It was like in my head. head though, and it wasn't real. I didn't know what was happening.
Can you describe for me what you saw?
It was like, I don't know, it was like something black.
Did you get the scissors away?
No, it's still there.
And then he was like,
This twist might make your head spin. Ethan, Morgan's brother, shares his perspective on the events leading up to the attack. He describes waking to disturbances from another room and making the split-second decision to dial 911. His account sheds light on the chaotic night and Morgan's erratic behavior. But wait, the plot thickens with her imminent arrest.
As Morgan continues to speak with police, another officer arrives on scene to speak with Morgan's brother Ethan, who was staying the night at the couple's home on the night of the stabbing and called 911. Ethan, while holding Morgan's crying child, tells the officer he was sleeping when he heard Morgan and her ex in what he thought was another verbal argument.
Was he screaming back at her?
It was kind of like a, get off me, help. I just got
And that was him saying that?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
And open the door. They're on top of each other.
What do you mean they both were on top of each other?
He was like on top of her trying to take the knife out of her hand or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Just when you thought it couldn't get more intense, as the reality of the situation sinks in, Morgan is informed by the police that she is under arrest. This moment marks a pivotal turn, as she begins to grasp the gravity of her actions and the impending legal consequences. Don't go anywhere. The interrogation that follows is nothing short of revealing.
Shortly after, Morgan's placed in cuffs and taken to the police station, where her brother Ethan is already in an interview room and gave a written statement to police.
So you guys all kind of came home around the same time?
Yeah, but I never saw him.
They in their bedroom? Or?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure he's sleeping on the couch.
Do you know why he's sleeping on the couch? Or?
Just because they're arguing, I'm guessing.
Okay. So they're arguing a lot then, or?
I don't know, I think they're just breaking up or something, but they only argue, like...
The suspense is real in this interrogation room. Morgan is read her Miranda rights in a police interrogation room and grapples with whether to request a lawyer's presence. Visibly shaken, she seeks advice from her father over a tense phone call, which underscores her distressed state. The conclusion of this case is just around the corner.
At this point, Morgan is now in a police interrogation herself, being read her Miranda rights. After the detective asks Morgan if she wants a lawyer present, Morgan again asks the detective if she can call her father, who advises on the phone to hold tight.
And you're not yourself. You're not yourself. You didn't do this on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
Was he sleeping?
I don't know, I was like half asleep.
I know. Were you having a dream?
Yeah, it was like I was having a dream and then I was like half awake.
Yeah.
And then I woke up again and I was like half asleep.
As we reach the climax, pay close attention to the final details. The video concludes with an overview of the legal proceedings that followed the gruesome incident. Morgan, initially charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide, later pleaded no contest to aggravated battery and endangering safety. She was handed a 7-year prison sentence, reflecting the crime's severity and its profound impact on all involved. What a roller coaster of emotions and legal drama.
The body cam video ends with the officer telling Morgan her father had gotten a hold of an attorney. She was ultimately arrested for the violent slashing and at the time charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. According to court documents, Morgan's ex-boyfriend, who survived the incident, told police she had been physically abusive throughout the duration of their relationship, even threatening him in the past. Morgan initially pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity back in March, but later pleaded no contest to aggravated battery and second-degree endangering safety. In November, a Wisconsin judge sentenced her to 7 years behind bars plus 5 years of extended supervision.